Welcome to Talladega Super Speedway. Drivers are just getting done with their qualifying here. I'm a little sick, so I'm going to sound a little bit weird. This is a race that is hosted by Ron Morris Jr., sponsored by Matthew Baker of Coasting Thunder TV. He will sponsor tonight's race. I will pull the qualifying results when these guys get done. You see Matthew Baker's logo beside the team. The TWR one is up in the right-hand corner. Again, I'm sick, so that's why I sound a little weird. But nothing that I can really do about that sometimes. The flu's not very fun, but that's how it is. But I will pull up the qualifying results here now. Raymond Rittner, he comes first. Matthew Quick, second. Garrett Maines, third. Christopher McCullough and Kenneth McCullough, fourth and fifth. Autumn Koger, sixth. Sean Hill, seventh. Larry McDonald, eighth. Ninth, Braxton DeWeese, 10th. Dean Brummett, 11th. Ron Morris Jr., 12th. Jason Maines, 13th. Matthew Baker, 14th. Bobby Anderson, 15th. David Sheets, 16th. Jeff Merck, 17th. Spencer Till, 18th. Hunter Parsons, 19th. John Mullahan, 20th. John Bonwell, 21st. Ambrose Knebel, 22nd. Danny Eshelman, 23rd. Mark Parkhurst, 24th. Lane, I want to get this guy's name wrong. Ian Martin, that was blending in. Ian Martin is 24th. 25th is Dalton Martin. 26th is Rhett Tucker. 27th is Austin Craig. And 28th is Kyle Hardman. Some of those guys didn't qualify, but at tracks like this, you can get away with not qualifying however for them. So hopefully it doesn't come back and get them here. See their cars. Actually, I'll refresh them one more time when they all get on the track. They'll go white again, and then it will load in their paint scheme if it has changed. I do that for drivers that may be running a certain paint scheme that didn't get it refreshed to begin with. I want their sponsors to be able to be seen. And Gatsby, what are you doing? Sorry, I have my dog just staring at me viciously behind me. Don't know what he wants, but he wants something evidently. Also, by the way, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I didn't see that. Thank you, Baker's mom. Yeah, I was sick last night, and I tell you what, I did not sleep at all. I think I slept in like 15-minute intervals, and I kept waking up. Then I had work today, and it was just, yeah, it was everywhere. One year I didn't go to Thanksgiving with the rest of my family. But it is what it is. My sister, I'm pretty sure I got it from my sister. It's like DeWeese has jumped to the pits here, so maybe he didn't grid in time. I had to guess. Tablet doesn't die on its battery, but it's ridiculous. What's this thing on? I think it's the good job. Gatsby, I swear that dog's gonna kill me. Pace truck will pull off. Raymond Rittner, Matt Quick, Garrett Maines, or Christopher McCullough. It will be the top two rows that lead you all to green here. 80 laps. I think it's 100% fuel. So definitely some strategy we'll have to play in here. Gonna be going through that long restart zone here at Talladega. Takes drivers forever to get to it. Starter has the flag in hand. And we are underway here at Talladega. One lap round so far. Looks like Raymond Rittner, he will lead the first lap. He's got Garrett Maines on his bumper. We got guy jostling for position back here. Somebody must have checked up on the bottom. That 03 of Ken Cullet, not, who is that? David Sheets, maybe. A little bit of a bobble there. Kind of made everybody fan out from behind him. They've got that top lane going now. Sean Hill is leading that. He's got Matthew Baker behind him. Maines has hopped up also. Drivers just moving around trying to find the clean air. Matthew Baker actually had to kind of check up there a little bit. Goes to the bottom to leave Sean Hill. That's going to get these Maines boys closer together. Got Jason and Garrett, father and son duo that run a lot of super speedway stuff. Matthew Baker also runs with them a lot. We got 3 lanes going now. Looks like that is probably the 96, I believe. 94, no, 316. Bean Brummett hopped up in that top lane. He has Jason Maines shoving him. They also have the one of Austin Craig trying to give him a shove. 3 trucks to do something. It's the air shut behind everyone. But that 56 got slowed up in the middle. That's John Bonwell. Not sure what happened to him, but he definitely got slowed up a lot in that corner. We got 3 wide for the lead, and it's only lap 4. These guys really want it. Dean Brummett trying to hold that top lane 77. Sean Hill's trying to work something. In that middle, just can't really get it going quite just yet. We got one of the Maines is almost in the wall. That's Jason Maines. Almost goes in the wall. Has a little bit of a wiggle. That one has to fall back just a little bit. There's 2 1s in this race. That's a 7. Nope, that's a 1. There's 2 1s. So you'll see a little bit of confusion with numbers, but I'll try to get these sorted out for them. I'm not sure what happened to Deweese. I really don't know. Yeah, we'll look at Deweese. I think he just missed the grid for everything, and he's all alone. He'll go a lap down here. That's no doubt about that. There's no way he's going to stay on the lead lap. The other one is looking, trying to go to the outside. He's going to get hung up to dry. He comes back right down in front of Dean. He realizes, I can't make that move. I got no help behind me. That 77 is getting a shove from Garrett Maines still. Trying to get down there with them. Oh, we got the... It's not... No, it is Austin Craig. So we got 2 1s. So we have a fake 1 in here. So the real one in the race is Austin Craig. We have a stamped 1 also in the race. Let's see who that is. Trying to catch a really quick glimpse of their driver name when they come by. I just can't really see it. Yeah, computer problems are weird. That's what I figured because when he gridded, like it was right after it. I had trouble getting into the race for some odd reason. It wouldn't let me in. Why? 316's moving around a lot. Really calm that rear end of the truck down. He doesn't get spun real easily. It's not careful. 60 of Jeff Mert. That top lane realizes he can go over, drops behind, back in the path of that 80 of Larry McDonald. Since I can run McDonald's paint scheme also. Baker's trying to get a shove. See, this is not what you want to see. Is these mains are one truck away from being able to hook up with each other, and once these mains can get hooked up, they really go to the front like it's nothing. Matthew Baker's just hoping that that 77 of Sean Hill can give him a shove. What he's praying for right now. He's like, please just shove me as hard as you can at this point. 77's going to hop up to that top lane, going to leave Baker without help for a little bit. He's going to get the 87 of Raymond Rittner, who's going to his bumper to help him now. A little bit of a wiggle from Garrett Maines. He got hit. Dean Brumman. Garrett's going to be actually kind of shucked outside and try to side draft the 77 of Sean Hill. His dad's going to come with him on the outside. That's Jason Maines behind him. They're going to make it 3 wide now. Lap 8, keep that in mind. They have 80 laps to go in the race. You have a lot of really slowing down. I think Garrett's just he's trying to go, but really that top one, he's not having the help that his dad needs. They do have Jeff Merckx, that will help him. 3 trucks now. Jason will be getting a shove from Jeff, really an arrow shove more than anything, so he'll be able to keep up with Garrett behind him. So they could be able to do something here. They're really just going 3 wide the whole entire time now. Sean Hill's leading that middle lane. He keeps on getting a good run to the middle of the corner. Matthew Baker's getting a good shove from Raymond Rittner. This is where stuff can go wrong real quick. One driver makes a small mistake, and that can wipe out half the field. These guys are going at it. We'll go on board with 5 drivers for 1 lap each. Just a random driver. You got a lot of movement up front, though. These guys get back to the start finish line. We will start that here. Gonna get all this stuff ready for these guys. Looks like Sean Hill, he's still trying to fight Matthew Baker on that bottom lane. These 3 lanes are really giving it to each other. Really clean so far. That's why broadcaster's curse right there. We will start the onboard right now. see he's been pretty calm the whole entire time through all that. These guys are still kind of 3 wide every now and then. They've really sorted out to mainly 2 lanes more than anything else. They aren't really pushing it on each other. Kind of groups have started to form a little bit. These guys are kind of staying in the back. They probably want to get there just a little bit closer so they don't lose the main draft of the pack. Braxton Luis, he did go a lap down, but he was able to latch on to the end of the lead lap. Ambrose had kind of lost the draft, so he's going to probably go a lap down also. So Luis will have to pass him to get the lucky dog position if the caution were to come out. You need to be the first truck 1 lap down in the race. Not sure when they'll have to come into pits. I know they're 100% fuel. Normally the races when they're about 50% fuel, they go about 20 laps. So I've had to guess they'll probably do really 1 pit stop this whole entire race. But when pit stops do begin to happen, these guys will definitely start to fan out from where they are. And my Discord's pulled up on the wrong screen. Good job, but it's really working right now, I guess. It's not on my main screen. Just making sure nothing has been said about the race or something related to it, in that matter of fact. It's like Dean Brummett's trying that top lane again. Who is showing Dean? That name's not right on it. No, it's not right. 1. There's 2 1s. We got Dean. It might be Bobby Anderson. I guess possibly. I think it is. I'm not completely sure who that could be shoving him. I know that Deweese's fans in here are probably not happy with how he's doing so far. He's not in a horrible position. I mean, he is 1 lap down, but at least he's not 2. He does have a chance to get back on the lead lap if caution were to happen. He would preferably... Wait, who does catch up? What? I could have swore Ambrose was very far back, so somebody must have dropped back to him. Because there's no way Ambrose should have been able to catch the draft from how far back he was. But he was able to catch it, surprisingly. So I'm surprised by him being able to do that. They're going 3 wide again here. These guys have gone 3 wide for a lot of the start of this race. They're not really letting each other get away either. They're just kind of... Now, doing this is also slowing the guys behind them down. That is extending the fuel of some of these guys just a little bit. Not a lot for most of them, though, so it won't be a big of enough factor for them to be able to benefit from it. He's still trying that top lane. I think that's Bobby Anderson behind him. I really do think it's Bobby. That has to be Bobby Anderson behind him. There's no way it's not. So, this is the one track where these cameras are extremely loud. I do not know why. I need to actually buy a camera pack some other time because I just don't have time for it. All these guys are on lap 21. I will take this time to roll some commercials and we will probably be back around lap 23, I guess. got pit stops a little bit earlier than what I thought they would go. They're going to go in on lap 24. This brings a big chunk of them down pit road. Both mains come in. Matthew Baker's also in, so these guys will come in. So maybe they'll have to do more pit stops. Matthew Baker overshoots his pit stall, however, he should be fine. I don't think that'll hurt him too much. And I will see about that audio. Give me a minute, Brad. Brad, I will see if that's a meeting. If y'all are in the chat, is your audio messed up also, or is it just his? Because if it is, I think I may know on my end, but if it's not, so if y'all could just let me know if it's messing up on your end also, because I can fix that. I think it may be this plugin that I'm using, but I don't want to disable it and it be right. So if you can just let me know if it's fine on your end. Brad, I would say sometimes it's YouTube audio is weird, so I'd honestly close the app and just force close it and restart it and see if that fixes it. Baker, what I mean is, does the game audio sound normal? My voice is going to sound normal. I'm mainly concerned about the game audio more than anything else at this point. Well, so the reason that Brad, I guess restart it and let me know. Let me know if the sound is correct, because if not, I can fix that. I'll just limit my desktop audio because it's really loud on other ends of stuff. Let me go ahead and actually add a limiter to this in case I need to use it. But I do have it plugged. Okay, Brad, did that fix it for you? Because my voice is supposed to be louder than the trucks, so that's why you can't hear it as much. So the trucks are supposed to be a little bit quieter than I am. I don't want you having to deal with some weird audio stuff. I do need to update this in a while. But there were pit stops that happened. We did miss the second group, and I was trying to go through the rest of that. There are only 3 people that haven't pitted. That's Austin Craig, Spencer Teal, and Ron Morris Jr. Ambrose has came down, but he is also on lap down. He did pit on lap 23, so him and Braxton Deweese are going to be fighting for that position of Lucky Dog. And these guys are coming down pit road now. So, kind of expected these guys to come down eventually. I will disable that one, and we'll go on the normal audio for iRacing. So hopefully that might have changed just a little bit of it for you. Actually need to see if that does change a lot. If it does, I may just have to go from that audio instead. These guys back up front. They're in 2 by 2. I expect them to be doing that until they pit again, so they have to probably pit on lap 20 or lap 50-ish, if I had to guess, for their pit stalls. for the next pit to make it 2. I have to pit 2 more times. Unless they short pit. I don't think they would short pit though. They could have tried it. An option that they could have had. I don't see that happening, but we'll see if this audio can help me fix on this end. See if this audio, I think it may be the plug-in that's messing up here. Yeah, it's that plug-in that's making it sound weird, so I have to get that plug-in fixed. So that wasn't you, that was me. I will have to the audio, so there we go. Now that's limited, so my voice will not be drowned out on this. But that was my end. That wasn't your all's. I just swore that wasn't mine. .316 just kind of searching around on Baker right now, trying to find a position on him. Baker, he'll go to the lead. He'll lead Dean Brummett up on that top lane. You're going to have a little bit of 2 groups now. Just kind of semi-formed up. We have like 2 little packs. And somebody just disappeared. There they are. Now they're back. Might have been their parts. I just blinked out for a minute there. So that wasn't me. This is kind of so far it's been just pretty calm overall, and nobody's really shoving each other super hard. Guys are just being pretty around each other. So that was evidently the plugin that was messing up on itself. We'll see where Braxton is. Braxton, he is currently, so he's a part of the lead pack. Ambrose actually probably go another lap down here with how far back he is. I have 2 groups here that have formed. We have like David Sheets, Danny Eshelman, Austin Craig, Ron Morse Jr. It is Bobby Anderson in that other one. 20 of Spencer Teal and the 80 of Larry McDonald back here with these guys. Nobody's really tucking out at all. I would have expected more guys to be moving around, but they really aren't. They're just deciding to do 2 lanes throughout the pack, which isn't a bad idea for them either. They can keep it pretty, oh God, Lord, pretty calm. Oh, on my nose. Pretty calm, calm throughout all of it. Autumn Kroger's going to take a look to the outside. She would be all actually, no, she did a little venture up there, kind of move up half a lane. Thought about it and then leave her. Hold on. She's not going to be hurt from that, though, because there's nobody behind her. Really close that gap. She can easily tuck back down if she wants to, and she'll actually do that as soon as I'm speaking about that. So she won't be hurt at all from her move that she made that didn't really work out for her the greatest. Look, we'll just do 5 random drivers for 5 laps again, since this is a pretty long race. That'll get us to lap 40. Then we may see pit stops shortly after that also, possibly, for these guys. on board with some drivers there. Matthew Baker continues to lead. He's got both mains behind him. Rhett Tucker, the 56 of John Bonwell, is behind Rhett. The 316 of Dean Brummett trying to get that top lane working. He also has Kenneth McCullough Jr. behind him, giving him a shove, and they have Christopher McCullough working also with them. See, Garrett is laying the bumper to that 5. Matthew Baker trying to get him out there as far as he can. Really pushing him. Just have to be a little bit cautious about heat, but luckily heat really cool these trucks down. Just give them about a lap or two to cool off, and they should be fine. I cannot type anymore. But I did. But Dean, now he's got a pretty good shove from Kenneth McCullough Jr. He's going to try to get Christopher to follow in behind him. Also, the 77. Sean Hill. Sean's been kind of up for the whole entire race. He's back to where he started at 7th currently. Matthew Baker's still just going to hold that bottom lane. He's going to stick with Garrett and Jason. That's not a bad choice from him either. I'd be doing the exact same thing. Mother of Garrett Means in here. Probably wrong on that, but get corrected. As John Mullahan apparently isn't from Montreal. He's on the STK. That's really weird. He doesn't have a flag next to his name, so I guess he's from nowhere. It's pretty clean so far. They haven't had a caution yet. I would expect within, you see like 20 laps to go, there's going to be a little less. Okay, so I was correct. There's going to be a little less give and take between these drivers. A lot more take than anything. They won't really be letting each other in at all. That's not a bad idea either. Bad idea. There's some coffee so much, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing to stop, but it just keeps on going. It will not quit. It will not quit on me. Definitely taking military guns after this. I'm absolutely knocking myself out. Go to sleep for once, even though I slept for about 4 hours earlier today. I'll sleep more. This group is about 5, actually that's about 7 trucks back here. These guys are going to need a caution to be able to catch up with them. There's no way if they don't have a caution that they're going to be able to get back up here. They're just so far back and they just keep losing time every lap. They're running about 53s. That guys up front are running 51, 51s, 52. So they're just losing time every single lap on these guys. So they're going to need some help. No doubt about that at all. If they do not have any help, they're going to be in a really weird spot. But Dean Brummett, he's going to be put in the middle now. He's going to have no help until Hunter Parsons is thinking about it. He can go and help him if he wants to. He looks like he will right now. Body's trying to decide between doesn't want to cough, doesn't want to sneeze, and see what's really going on. I don't know why, but it is. Again, I'm very sorry for me coughing as much as I am. If I could stop it, I would, but I just can't. Probably wait. I might just wait till it. I just need to get a charger, but Gotta have something to where I can monitor the stream also. My phone's about to die on it. But Matthew Baker looks like on the bottom, he's got Kenneth McCullough Jr. trying to fight for that. Matthew Baker's still gonna try to hold that bottom as best as he can. A little bit more movement now. These guys can really switch lanes, find where they can get away with just little things here and there. Calmed out overall now. I know Luis is just sitting there. He's like, not too good at caution. I just want to caution this one. He just wants one caution. He doesn't. God, what is in my nose? He doesn't want multiple. He just wants one. My nose. This is getting on my nerve now. That's killing me. This guy's top one's kind of falling off a little bit now. It's that bottom lane just really has more numbers than anything else. That's really what's just helping them. Got probably about 5 more extra vehicles, actually probably about 7 more extra vehicles on that bottom lane than the top does, and you can't compete on when it's just numbers like that. Well, it's really, it's really just more. There we go. I forgot his logo wasn't up there. It's more of just I'm tired, and commentating doesn't help with my throat. Actually, real life news. If you all look at the Ghost Racing Network Facebook page, I'm actually helping color commentate some of my college's basketball games, and the most recent game that I helped with was actually on the radio, so that's definitely helping. And they join me on there. I do color, so I'm not speaking play-by-play stuff, but I have been on the radio, which I did not expect that one bit. I was on 2 radio stations. One was also on Flow Sports TV. That was really cool to get to experience that, and I'll be doing more of those over the winter break too. Hopefully I can get those all in there from that. It's just kind of debate that how my life is going right now. Besides me being sick, that's the only thing I can say that has gone very, very well for me. These 2 lanes we got, that's a 3rd lane looking to form. That's Ian Martin. Outside, you can see him. He's kind of taking a little bit of a peek. He's not really moving quite just yet up there, but he definitely gave him a look. He wasn't really too far out of it. He definitely was saying, hey, I'm here right now. I'm going to give y'all a look for it. Doesn't make any sense. What? Okay, it's using me now. What this is. Wait, is... What conversations. I'm guessing Baker's in the military. I need to guess. This group back here is going to need a caution. They're going to need a caution. That's really the only thing that's going to help them. They need a caution for that. So he is in the military. I was getting that conversation. I've got a friend who, he's on the reserves right now. He got done with training last year, and my cousin, he served in Iraq. So it's a military experience. My great-grandfather on my mother's side served in World War I. My grandpa on my dad's side was in the Navy. Family's got some military experience. I know there was also my grandma's brother served in Vietnam, possibly. A lot of kids where I'm from, they go into the service right out of high school. That's what a lot of them do. I don't know why, but that's just what they want. I know there was about 3 kids that actually went to the service from my grade. Well, no, only 2 that I know of. I do know there was a senior that graduated when I was a freshman that is now a Marine. He's scary as they have pit stops right around where I thought they would, so this will probably be the last stop of the race for these guys here. Got to get in clean. Somebody smoking the tires, trying to get slowed down in time. Looks like they all get in clean, though. Did see some some smoke from those tires flying, but it really wasn't bad. These guys got to get in clean and clean out. Baker can't make that mistake that he made earlier. It looks like he doesn't make it, so these guys will get in their pit stalls, and they will be out and away. Let's see. So they are clean in, clean off. This is probably a 4-tire stop with, I mean, you're going to take a full tank of fuel. Might as well take 4 tires also at the same time. Carl Harbin, I have not saw that name in a while. What is that paint scheme? That's actually pretty cool. I'll give him that. That's actually a pretty cool paint scheme. Also weird. It's weird at the same time. But these guys, second group will come in now for their pit stops as Christopher McCall comes off. That might be an unsafe pit entry. I cannot speak now. Well, this power rate is not helping me at all. Thought it would, but I am evidently wrong in many cases and shapes and forms, but who cares? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Because these guys were clean in, clean off. Looks like we may have a little bit of a breakup of the group. So Chris from the call, he's like, I'm just gonna go around y'all. We're gonna slow on the track, might as well. But so Autumn, she has hidden on that 55 also, but I do think, yeah. Here's that group that hit her earlier. They're gonna go right by them. They should be able to latch on to the back of them though. Have some merging. These guys are gonna move up to that top lane, carry that momentum with them. Don't think they'll be hurt too bad from the movement, so they should be able to catch up. Let's see what happens to Autumn here. Yeah, she's already latched on. She's got Sean Hill pushing her. Hope they don't sound too weird. I probably sound weird. Crap, Garrett. I didn't realize Garrett's a 9,000 IR rating. Well, that is ridiculous, but okay. That is a stupid high IR. Holy crap. I had no clue that his IR was that high. It's actually pretty cool though, I'll give him that. I want to be just like Garrett when I grow up. Actually, I think I'm older than Garrett. I think I am. Hey, Robin, if you're in here, how old is Garrett? I think I'm older than him. but not by much, though. See, Rhett Tucker, this is where we're going to see a little bit more movement. 24 to go. Got somebody going down the pit road. Late pit stop. Larry McDonald and David Sheets. As McDonald spins it coming on pit road. Tokyo Drift style. Almost into the wall. Keeps it rolling, though. But this late in the race, that's going to hurt him a lot. They're going to go a lap down easily. They will not be able to keep up with these guys that are up here first. Looks like Sheets almost actually blows his pit stalls. And they're sideways, but he keeps it straight. But Rhett Tucker, he's now got the 56 and the 77 of Sean Hill shoving him. Garrett Mann is trying to fight on that bottom, but Rhett's going to get the lead here just for a second. I hope that Josh Bondwell can shove him. They've got help coming in that middle lane also. Christopher McCullough is coming really fast. Okay, never mind. He is older than me. Okay, yeah, I was completely wrong. He is older. For some reason, I thought he was still in high school. He is 21 and I'm 19. So, thank you for clearing that up, though. I don't know why I thought I was older than him, but I'm not. Only 19 years old. I was one of the younger people in my grades because I was born in May. Ron Morris Jr., Spencer Teal, and Austin Craig are in. These guys need a pit stop to really help them more than anything else. They will not be competing for a win. Looks like Christian McCullough Jr. had some left side damage. Probably some people just washing up from him. And Raymond Rittner jumps down to the bottom. Rhett Tucker goes out to lead again. He's going to run on some lap traffic. Lap traffic is just going to stay high and out of the way for these guys. Don't want to be too big of a factor this late in the race. I don't blame them. They're going to do the courteous thing for them. Within 20 to go, I'm going to take a commercial break here, and we'll be right back to the action at Talladega. Had somebody launched into space. Somebody just got shot up into the air. That's going to grab the first caution of tonight. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Somebody just got shot up into the air. That was, that's a big crash. That was Raymond Rittner. Just goes flipping, really collects 3 drivers to the 56 of John Baumel on the bottom. It's going to bring up drivers into play, though, that needed a caution late in the race. Now 19 laps left. Yeah, Baker's mom. I've been told that before, that the way I sound is just, I don't know. I've had that calmness thing told to me a lot. Like, apparently my voice is just really good at that, which, I mean, I'll take it. That's not a bad quality to have at all. Of course, but that was a vicious crash for those guys. I actually want to go back again and just make sure what happened here. So we'll slow it down again because I didn't really get to analyze it. I want to give y'all explanation on what happened here. So Baker goes up to change lanes, and I don't think that causes anything. That doesn't do anything to that group here. So maybe he stacks up Garrett stacks up Garrett just a little bit, but it's not that causes a wreck. He just goes. Christopher McCullough just gets turned. Or yes, Christopher McCullough just gets turned by Kenneth McCullough, and that just causes a chain reaction at that point. It really collects 5 drivers in it. He goes spinning up in the air, so that was really nothing. That was this is a chain reaction of events that happened, but drivers, I'm not sure they have a faster pair. They may have a faster pair. It sounds like my voice is stuttering so bad. I need to figure out what this is. Why is there so many of these in here? But I don't see these guys coming down. If they were close on fuel, you can just cut off your truck right now and pretty much save fuel at this point. I need to check to see, is there an update for this plug-in? There should be. There we go. There is a version 729. I don't think this has been updated in like a year. Yep. So, yeah, that plugin. Yeah, who was it asking here? That was my fault. The plugin is outdated. I didn't know if it would work with this one. The updated version for OBS 27.24. Don't know if it'll work with the new one. This is going to shake up a little bit now. Really, this actually does put, good lord, Braxton, get out of my nose. Braxton DeWeese on the lead lap, I think. It might get a wave around here very soon if he doesn't get on the lead lap. Who was a lucky dog? Oh, somebody had to be a lucky dog. There's no way there isn't anybody who's a lucky dog there. Tell y'all what, this weather around here is getting cold. I'm about to buy a heated blanket so I can actually not freeze every day. Let's see, so these guys up there, they're not going to get lapped. DeWeese is going to come in, so it looks like he's staying a lap down. He wasn't going to get the wave around anyway. But this bunches everybody back up. This kind of evens the playing field for everyone now at this point. So we could see a lot of guys beating and banging on each other now. That is not uncommon. Kind of saw people lean. Yeah, when they lean on each other, they really get on each other. They do not want to be kind. Apparently, I don't know what I'm looking for. That's what it was. Was it this? Yes, it was this. But I would pull drivers in for an interview. Robin, I didn't know that. I originally thought they were like brothers or something, but I think they told me that about like months ago, I think. Which it's kind of cool to see a father and son duo out here racing like they are. You don't get that very often. You know, you get like cousins and stuff, but having a father and son that do the exact same thing, that's pretty awesome to see. And they're both good. It's not like the father's bad either. That's one thing that's so uncommon is you normally have like the kid's good and the dad that's older isn't good at all. But Jason is good also, and you just don't see that very often at all. See, Jason's actually leading right now. I think they'll get about one. No. Pace truck will be pulling in this time by. Pace truck will pull off here. 16 laps left in the race when we get the green flag. Jason Maines will lead to green. Matthew Baker on that outside. The 77 of Sean Hill. The 60 of Jeff Merck. Make up the top 2 rows. 77 trying to warm up his tires, get the heat in him, make him want to get sticky to the ground, not sliding around the corners, even though it's pretty hard to slide, but it is possible. And green flag is back in the air here. We are back underway at Talladega. 16 laps left to determine a winner here. Drivers just being pretty calm right now. Get out of my nose. Calm right now. We got somebody searching. Jeff Burke has some damage on that right side of his truck. Doesn't seem to be too bad. Might not hurt him at all, but we got a top lane foreman Hunter Parsons on the 89 of Matt Quick. And that top lane trying to get it going. And they're getting it going surprisingly. Only 2 guys up there. They might get another one here real soon. If they can get a 3rd driver here, this could really shake up some stuff. As there they go. Have 2 drivers actually hopping in front of that top lane. So Baker's going to only have Merck behind him. Ian Martin, oh, right in front of that one. He cut that close, very, very close. Could have easily gone around if that one was not courteous at all. He decided to play it nice, and he's very lucky for that. He really could have spent him, or sent him around if he wanted to, but he decided not to. But that was definitely close. That was definitely close. He could have easily spun him. Three lanes now. I want to see somebody make a 4th lane. Might as well make a 4th lane. See what happens. Just do it. See what happens. Make a 4th lane. Come on. Nope. Got stuff popping up all over my screen here. Sorry about that. See Dean Brummett. He's got that top lane going with himself now. He's got a lot of guys behind him. These guys are going to be 3 wide. I don't expect them to break up this 3 wide for the whole rest of the race. Now they've gotten these lanes going. They're just going to be separated with each other. This is really going to be who can shove. You want somebody who can just absolutely just lay it to you now. You want that guy to be glued to, well, actually, you don't want him glued just yet. Really, with 2 laps to go, you really want him all up over you. Sean Hill's going to give Jason Maines a pretty good shove, put him to the lead. I know Garrett would really like to get to Jason Maines and give him a good shove to it. He just can't get close enough to him quite just yet. Dean Brummett's still going to work that out. Or Dalton Martin, sorry, is going to work that outside lane. It's 316 is Dean Brummett. 318 is Dalton Martin. As the wiggle from Jason Maines going into the corner. We'll save it. Luckily, it doesn't overcorrect into those guys. So experience comes into play. A lot of guys, though, just overcorrect at that point. They just want to counter steer super hard, and that could have actually wiped out literally everybody. Well, reminded me of like 2012 at Talladega. It literally was the whole entire field was in it. And somehow Jeff Gordon made it through, but Matt Kenseth won the race. Jason, I think he's getting a shove from Sean. Oh, no, this is not a good idea. You just let both the mains get together. That is not a good idea from Sean Hill. You let both mains get bumper to bumper. This is going to be a fun thing to watch now. These guys always work good with each other. Well, you hope they do, being a father and son duo. Sean Hill, he's in pretty good hands on Jason's bumper now. He can just really shove him, lay it to him. Had to think if Jason could probably get a hole above, he might take it, but he would really want to drag Garrett with him. He's just really trying to shove Sean out there right now. Trying to get him out there as far as he can. It's going to stay like this for the rest of the race. I don't see it breaking up at all. I really don't see this breaking up at all. Jason. So Sean's kind of wedged himself between both mains now. These mains, they're going to want to get next to each other. They're going to find a way. There's no way they're not going to find a way. I mean, this could very well be a 3-wide finish the way these guys are right now, but anybody makes one little mistake, and that's literally the whole field gone. That is going to take out everybody almost. I don't see anybody making it through this if it does happen. As Sean, he's left it now. Garrett can get to Jason's bumper. Oh no, that was a bad mistake by Sean. Sean just let the mains get exactly what they wanted in that bottom lane. Sean's trying to work every single lane. He's not going to be able to get in front of Dalton in time. So Jason's actually going to pull ahead here just a little bit. Garrett, if they get clear of Sean, they're going to have really a tough time getting around mains after this. I'm not going to be able to get to him just yet. Garrett's trying to shove Jason. They're actually not clear of Sean quite just yet. They're very close. He's literally right there at it. He is right there at it. As we've got Larry McDonald goes down to the inside. Let's see if that brings out a caution. That may not bring out one, because that was very far off of the racing surface, as he's actually towed. Back to see what happens really quickly here while these guys are racing. It's like Rhett Tugger just comes up into him and just taps him, and that takes out Rhett also. He smacks the inside wall. Rhett backs it in. Go back to lead lap now. I just want to see what happened there. That 23 is going to stay high, out of the way. He's pretty much as high as he can get. Back down to 2 lanes now. Really kind of, you have 3, but they're not really formed up on that very top lane. They're thinking about it. They're going to get formed up again maybe here really soon. Baker's trying to block Dalton all the way in that top lane. Garrett and Jason, they could have came up there, but they decided to stay on that bottom lane with each other. Matthew Baker's not going to have it. Sean Hill shoving him as we have somebody turned in the middle of the pack. Now it's going to take out 4 drivers. We got a huge wreck now. A lot of guys crashing into each other. I think it started with a 318, got turned. Gonna bring out the second caution of tonight. I think it all started with Dalton. See what happens here. I think he just got a tap in the corner. Tap in the corner. That sent him around right into the path of Jeff Merck. Jeff actually pretty much takes that hit pretty solid, and he gets plowed into Ian Martin, and also Deweese barely squeaks by. That takes out a lot of guys in that race there. Have a bad night. Ambrose actually made it through netcoats through Jeff Merck. The 6 tried to shoot the gap and just couldn't shoot it at all. Hunter Parsons pretty much just coming to a stop. Now I believe this will make it. With this race, they won't have to come back down. I believe this will actually get a green with 3 to go now. So that can change up a lot of stuff now. But while these guys are under caution, I'm going to take this time to roll these ads that I haven't been able to. Alright, we are back. These guys will get the green flag, and next time by not this lap. They still have 1 pace lap. I will take this time to get another drink, however, because I need one. If I had to guess what's going to happen here, we're going to have one of these mains let each other down. I think Jason will probably let Garrett down to his bottom lane. You may also see Matthew try to get down also. Hey, what, Deweese has just struggled this whole race. He has not caught a break, really. He barely missed the start. Couldn't get in time. And he's just not been able to catch a break since then. Oh. He'll need probably another caution here at least to get on the lead lap. He's just not been able to catch it the whole entire night. See what happens here. They're going to have 2 laps left. So this is pretty much going to be a green-white checkered attempt, but not an official one. Pace truck is going to pull off. And let's see where the green flag is going to happen. And we are back underway here at Talladega. Old style green white checker attempt. The 10 almost spins off the start. Garrett and Matthew both get a good jump. I'm not surprised by that. Ron was thinking about coming down. Matthew Baker's going to have the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. helping him. That one has a huge run. Christopher McColt. We have almost somebody wrecking the 316. Dean Brumman is around on the bottom of the track. Ambrose Knebel gets involved. And also Hunter Parsons comes up the track. It'll bring out a caution. So this will be an actual green-white checkered attempt. And now Hunter Parsons almost spins. So it looks like it happened up here. So let's see what happened here. 318 just hits 316. That gets 316 loose down to the path of Hunter Parsons. Couldn't really do anything. It does avoid that inside wall, walks it down, rubbed off those tires, so he'll come in and get some new ones. I don't think his damage is too bad, but Matthew Baker, he was able to snag the lead and all that chaos that we had back there. Gone through a whole Powerade during this. But I don't know how I've done it though. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Not want to get it's all my nose. Actually, who was Lucky Dog? So that was David Sheets. So Braxton, he was just one position behind again. He has not caught a break this whole entire night. He really just has not. I kind of feel bad for him too. But at the same time, there is nothing I can do about that also. So they'll go one more time around. Knocking over stuff everywhere. One more time around at least, and then they'll get their first official green-white checker attempt. I think they've changed it to where you only get one now. Now, Ron could have changed it where we have multiple. I do not know. We'll just have to see. Let's find out. I had to guess. Now, I know Matthew works with Garrett a lot also, so I don't think these guys will really fight each other. I think once somebody gets in, they're kind of in that position now. Actually, faced Braxton in another league that I ran in, SCL. That was actually my first race at Homestead. I was actually leading at one point, and I had my steering ratio just set a little bit too low to where it burned up the tires pretty fast. But I placed third to Braxton. I was chasing down second place pretty fast, actually, like a second a lap. So, did get to race against Braxton. He's very good. Me and him are probably on the same skill level, even though our rating doesn't reflect that. I take iRacing for fun more than anything else. This is kind of how I am. He's definitely a good racer. Pace truck will pull off this time. Lights are off on it. Gives an indication is I'm getting off the track. I don't want to be here anymore. Y'all have fun. I'm paid to drive around the track at 60 miles an hour. No more, no less. Pulls off there and enter the restart zone here. That one has some heavy damage. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to keep up. He's going to try. But green flag is back in the air here. Green-white checkered attempt. Baker getting a shove from Jason Maines, the 10 of John Mullahan. To shove Jason now. Garrett's on the bottom. He's going to give Matthew Baker a shove now. Garrett can probably find a way up to that top. Lane's probably going to do it. Jason's wiggling a little bit. Maybe got a little bit of a tap there. Really upset that truck. Garrett's just laying it to Matthew Baker now. It's really the only thing that Garrett can do is just give him a shove down the straight. You can kind of give him a semi-shove down the corners, but that's definitely taking a risk, but he's definitely going to try it. Coming to the white flag here, Christopher McCullough almost spinning himself, getting loose out of nowhere from a side draft. White flag is in the air. We have a wreck coming to the line. It's going to take out Garrett Maines, Jason Maines. Old style drag race almost kind of. It took out a lot of drivers at the start finish line. Jason Maines still has a chance to win, blocks that middle lane. Sean Hill going to shove Jeff Merck, involved in a wreck earlier. Going to have Matthew Baker behind him. Jason trying to work that middle lane. If he can get in front of Matthew Baker, that's probably his preferred line more than anything. Christopher McCullough Jr. is going to take the lead on the outside, though, getting a shove from Kenneth McCullough. Baker on that bottom lane, wrecking behind him. Now it's 2 wrecks in this single lap. Jason has no help behind him at all. He's all alone in that middle lane. Matthew Baker's going to come out of 3 and 4. He's got the lead, but Jeff Merck, a little contact between Jason. Jeff Merck is making his move around here. They're going to go on the outside of him. That's his 89 of Matt Quick. Going to try to get him at the line, but it looks like it's going to be Matthew Baker. He's going to come home with the win here at Talladega. Matt Quick, 2nd. Jeff Merck, 3rd. And Christopher McCullough, 4th. They're wrecking at the line again. And 2 wrecks in that same lap there. Might as well go back and see what happened. This first wreck here. This is a 2nd wreck, sorry. This is the first wreck. So we'll go back and see what happened. Who got into somebody? It's like the 77 of Sean Hill got into Ron Morris, and that kind of sent them around at that point. Go back and slow it down again. Yeah, that's what happened here. Got into Ron Morris, and they destroyed Garrett Maines on the bottom of the track. He was running pretty good the whole entire race. Let's see what happened here in turns 3 and 4 again. No, I think Jason got a little bit loose. Jason was a little bit squirrely that last lap too. I noticed that with him. As that's a wreck behind him again. That took out a lot of drivers again. I want to see what happened here. Looks like Sean Hill. Oh, nope. Autumn Koger just got really loose and down into everybody else, and that causes a wreck behind her. Jason, he's in the middle here. He's just trying to find somebody to slow him down. And looks like actually net codes. That's what happened with him. That was a net code issue there. Jason's just kind of all alone. He's trying to find a way around something. But Matthew Baker, he's going to come home with that. Just kind of walk away with it at that point. So we got Jeff Merck burning it down. Pull the race results here for y'all. As we'll see if he's in here. Yes, he is. So we'll bring in the 3rd place driver and Jeff Merck. Hey Jeff, this is Bryce in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, Bryce, what's up, buddy?
Man, so you come home 3rd on that crazy last lap. Just describe to me what was going through your head on that lap, seeing all that carnage happening around you.
That's what was going through my head. I didn't. Ray and them side drafted me coming off the 4 because it was just us 4 cars, and it pulled me away from my teammate Matt Baker. But luckily, we got him out to far enough to where he could hold him off coming to the line. I never could get back to him to help, so we finished 1 and 3, which really is where you kind of want to be. We would have preferred to have 1, 2, 3, but with me, Baker, Garrett, and Jason, but we'll take 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. There was about 3 wrecks on that last lap, so I was like, good Lord, this is like a carnage fest now, but you were able to avoid that. You kind of struggled a little bit mid-race because I think you got involved in an incident, but you're able to come back down and fix your truck, so you definitely rebounded from that. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, this is my We Wear Red on Fridays truck. Big shout out to Patented Paints. They painted this truck up for me. He's a great painter. If you need any paints, go for Scott Patented Paints on Facebook. He'll hook you up. All my teammates that we run with over here in the money races, Matt Baker with the win, Garrett Maines, Jason Maines. We always try to work together real well the best we can with strategy and everything. Ghost Network for doing the broadcast. I'm not sure who the sponsor was that come on board to get that done, but whoever that was, thanks for coming on and sponsoring it. And Ron Marsh Jr. for putting the race on. It was I know it's Thanksgiving night, and he did 100% payback, so that was awesome. So my teammates over at Bandit Motorsports, who I do all my league racing with, the great group of guys over there, and that's everybody.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good third place finish here tonight, man.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
That was Jeff Merck, the third place driver, and Baker's mom. Um, yeah, looks like Robin explained it to you. So the way Jason's car reacted, basically, the way netcode works is it kind of predicted that they were going to make contact, so it got Jason loose, even though he may have not been touched. Is what probably happened with it, because the way his truck really shook. So that's what netcode really happens. It's just the computer's trying to say, I think this is going to happen, when it actually doesn't. So Jason couldn't have done anything different at that point. That contact was kind of already predicted from the car. He can't do anything at that point. But we'll bring in Matt quick. Hey Matt, this is Bryson in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you come home second. Describe to me what was going through your head that last lap, seeing everybody wreck behind you.
Well, they wrecked in front of me too. I believe going to the last lap, I was 14th, 15th, something like that. They kind of wrecked first going into one, and then I cut down from the second, third lane down to the first lane because I thought if somebody was going to die, that was probably the best place to stay at. You know what I mean, down the bottom there because I can kind of ride the apron or whatever. And then all of a sudden, it cleared out again, and then all of a sudden, I had 87 Ray Rittenhauer right behind me. Like, oh crap, here we go. And we try to make a freaking photo finish there. I mean, we just needed like 100 more feet, but dang, not bad for hitting 14th on the last lap.
Yeah, definitely some things where you're just like, what is going on here? I've had races where I'm just driving and I'm like, everybody's just wrecking around me and there's nothing that you can do. And sometimes it works out, and evidently, I mean, it worked out for you. Did you think you were going to end up in that position knowing how you were running just shortly before that?
Hell no, I made too many mistakes tonight. Just dumb little things, pit things, and whatever. And then the caution before that, I mean, we were around the third lane there, and it kind of got folded up or whatever. But I was trying to make something happen, trying to push whoever was in front of me there. And I don't know if I caused that or not, but we were running in the third lane for at least 10 laps. And after that, I was just kind of waiting for wherever death was happening. And then when we hit in the final lap, I was like, well, I'm too far back to do anything. And it's a nice change because in other leagues or whatever, if I'm leading or in the top row on the last restart, I've been dying like my last 3 races. So it's nice to have a surprise the other way around.
Yeah, man, definitely just tracks that can really change at an instant. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Well, thanks to Ron and you for putting this stuff on, man. It's pretty awesome. And I found out about this race about 5 minutes before it went up. And thanks for putting us up on your Thanksgiving night. And thanks to Ray Rittenhauer just talking crap as you just try to attempt to race, you know?
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good second place finish tonight, man.
Thank you.
That was Matt Quick. We will bring in the race winner, Matthew Baker. Hey, Matthew, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you, Bryce.
Man, so you win the race tonight. Describe to me what was going through your head, seeing everybody pretty much just flip around you for the whole last lap.
Well, I got nervous when Garrett got knocked out of the way, but as soon as that happened, I saw Merck on the middle lane not get touched and pull right in behind me, so I felt pretty safe. I thought Ray and Matt were going to get us there coming to the line, but because they got the good side draft and broke us up through the tri-oval, but 100 more feet and they probably would have had it, but we got lucky tonight for sure.
Man, so coming to the white flag in the position you were in, did you think you had a good shot, or did you think you were going to get just absolutely blown by? Because you were running up front. Were you comfortable being up front where you were, or would you like to kind of been a little bit behind somebody?
Oh, and you have Garrett behind you. You should always be comfortable. I mean, he's one of the best pushers in the game. That's why he's a pro. But I felt comfortable in the bottom lane. We talked through it. Middle line definitely has a better run, but the bottom is just more stable. And you saw it on the long runs. Like once Garrett, Jason, and I got lined up on the bottom, it was real hard for people to either maintain temps or try and get a run around us. They could get maybe half a lap where they could get halfway clear, but nothing that they could really do there. So I felt comfortable on the bottom. But once the calamity in turn 1 started, I had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah, this Super Speedway racing, you have no idea what's going to happen until the very end. You can it's a heartbreaking place because you can be happy 1 second and the next thing you know, you're in the wall. But you were able to avoid that, so you definitely come home with the win. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, just to the supporting sponsor for the race, Coasting Thunder. They got us the broadcast, and it's my brother's company. They shoot roller coaster videos. Really cool. Go check them out. Thank you, Baker and Son Construction, Warriors Wraps, MBG Motorsports. Thanks to Jason, Merck, and Garrett there. It's always fun to have the crew back and run whenever you're broadcasting. Bryce, I always like going back and watching the broadcast. Shout out to mom and dad and fiance watching, and thanks to Ron for putting on the race. It was a lot of fun racing 3 wide, and good long runs for you to call.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good win here tonight, man. Hopefully, I'll see you win some other things soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks, buddy.
That was Matthew Baker, the race winner. I'll go through the finishing order here, and I'll wrap this up pretty quickly because it's 11:51, almost midnight. Don't want to keep you all longer than you probably want to be. Matthew Baker comes home first. Matt Quick second. Jeff Merck third. Christopher McColt fourth. Jason Maines fifth. Ian Martin sixth. Seventh is Kenneth McColt Jr. Eighth. Dean Brummett. Ninth, Spencer Teal. 10th, Kyle Harbin. 11th, Rhett Tucker. 12th, Ron Morris Jr. 13th, David Sheets. 14th, Bobby Anderson. 15th, Hunter Parsons. 16th, Autumn Koger. 17th, Garrett Maines. 18th, Dalton J. Martin. 19th is Austin Craig. 20th, Sean Hill. 21st, Danny Eschman. 22nd, Ambrose Knebel. 23rd, Mark Parkhurst. 24th, John Mullahan. 25th, Raymond Rittner. 26th, Braxton DeWeese. 27th, John Bonneville. And 28th is Larry McDonald. Some drivers did struggle tonight, but they were able to kind of pull through on the end for them. So good run for some of those guys. Some guys probably would have wished the race went a little bit different. And again, if you are watching this back, I may have not talked as much. My voice is going to be gone very soon. So I'm very sorry about that. But I will roll this ad and I will let you all go.